12 exclusive Dior perfumes that you don't want to miss out on. Let's go. Hi, welcome to Rotten Rebel. I'm here with Sandra Solomon Fragrance.
Yes, hi.
And today we are going to do something really exciting. So I've been a fan of Dior for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think that Dior probably is the #1 perfume house in the world.
Yes.
At least if I look at the way they create the perfumes, how well made they are, and how often I reach for a Dior perfume.
Yes.
So if I would look at how often I reach for a Dior perfume, my guess is that my use of Dior perfumes is going to be quite high compared to other brands.
Yeah.
So they really create stunning perfumes. So today we are going to do our first deep dive or walkthrough or guide into the exclusive Maison Christian Dior collection of perfumes. These are some of the best perfumes in the world, and you guys got to make sure that you don't miss out on this, because these are stellar perfumes that are going to make you smell truly amazing as well. So without further ado, let's get to it. So first up is Tobacolor, and I'm going to read up the notes. The notes are tobacco, tobacco leaf, honey smoke, white tobacco, plum, oriental notes, peach, amber, and citrus.
Yeah, this is really good, and I can't say that it's so heavy on the tobacco. I wish it was. It's more of a honey sweet kind of fragrance. I didn't like this the first time I smelled it, but it has really grown on me, and I'm starting to enjoy it quite much.
Yeah, I agree. So there is definitely a dose of tobacco. So to me, this is dominated by the tobacco and the honey.
Yeah.
And this sort of a fruity blend that is in this. So
Yeah.
there's peach and plum, and I feel that there's something else as well in it. But so if it would have just been tobacco and honey,
Yeah.
we would have really felt it, because there's more nuances to the sweetness in this one, at least to me.
Yes.
And I feel that this is quite, I mean, my initial reaction when I tried it the day they released it was that, okay, this is nice. And I really enjoyed that they took a step in a direction that was more towards heavy perfumes.
Yes.
Because a lot of, from the Maison Christian Dior exclusive line, are quite light.
Yeah.
Sophisticated and beautiful made and all that, but quite light. But this one was like heavy.
Yeah, and what I also think about this one is that this is more unique than the other ones that are quite light. They are all very good, but they're not so unique all the time. But this one is unique, I think.
This is more sort of a colorful. It really has its own unique personality.
Yeah.
But with that said, I wasn't blown away the first time I tried it. I really enjoyed it, but I wasn't blown away.
Yeah.
But now I feel that it's truly a magnificent scent.
It is. I would wear this. Do you think it fits both men and women?
Good question. This is tough. Honestly, this is just my personal preference. You can wear whatever you want, so this is just me. I don't think I would enjoy that on a woman.
I think you just want to have all the tobaccos for yourself.
How do you feel about it? Would you wear it?
Yeah, I would wear it.
So let's put a quick rating on this perfume.
I'm going to give it an 8.
And I think that you are quite right. I agree with you. This is an 8. This is a stellar perfume if you absolutely love tobacco and want it in a sweet way with a dominant honey scent in it. Next up we have Terra Bella. Terra Bella, and the notes are cypress, orange blossom, and myrtle.
Okay, I was thinking like citrus and pepper.
And this is just so light.
Yeah.
So light and bright. And it just, I mean, to me, it doesn't feel earthy, but it has an earthy kind of feel. It doesn't feel green, but it has a green touch.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel too citrusy or anything, but it has a citrus kind of touch. So it feels like this delicate sort of balance between all those different 3 areas.
Yeah.
And it's so I mean, this is something that I would put on if I would like to feel exclusive when I'm going out on a warm summer day, maybe in the French Riviera or the Amalfi Coast or something like that, and just want to feel luxurious and have something very light on.
Yeah. This reminds me of the ones in Acqua di Parma, the blue lime. And I think it's a really good citrus one. I'm not so into citrus fragrances, but I think this has something that makes it more deep and not so airy like citrusy fragrances can be. So I actually enjoy this one.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. And you can, even though it's so simple in a way in its note profile, it just feels so luxurious.
Yeah.
And this one, at least to me, is steps above, like levels above your ordinary common sort of a freshie.
Yes.
And I'm quite surprised now because I think I'm gonna rate this. I'm gonna let you start first. How are we gonna rate it?
I'm actually going to give it an 8, and I'm surprised myself.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised, but I almost wanted to rate it higher than Tobacolor, and that to me is like insanity because I love tobacco, but this is just done so well. So at least an 8 or 8.5. But can I rate it higher than Tobacolor? Okay, let's just give it the same 8. So yeah, that was Terra Bella, truly a beautiful scent. Next up we have Lucky.
Okay.
And the notes for Lucky are Lily of the Valley, then we have white flowers and ozonic notes. So again, quite a simple note structure.
And do you remember in one of our recent videos that we discussed Lily of the Valley and that you weren't sure if you liked that note? In this one, it's quite prominent, and I think it's quite beautiful.
Yeah, this is beautiful. So you have the floral aspect, and then you have that sort of ozonic feel to it. Again, something like this would be perfect on a warm summer day, or like spring, or even fall. So I think this is really well made. I do enjoy that floral aspect together with the ozonic side. The ozonic side is what makes this sort of a more unique. Otherwise it would have been purely floral. So I think this is a beautiful one. What are you going to give it in ratings?
I think the Lily of the Valley can be too much in this if you overspray it. So I'm going to give it a 6. Still a good one, but not my favorite.
6.5 from me. So it's definitely not a bad one, and I would wear it. But it's definitely not my favorite from Maison Christian Dior.
No.
Next up we have Jasmin des Anges, and I'm gonna read the notes, and the notes are bergamot on top. Then we have a jasmine, apricot, osmanthus, peach, white musk, and vanilla.
Yeah. I'm not so into jasmine as you are, but this one is actually quite good. I wouldn't wear it just as it is, but I have tried some layerings with it that is really nice. But I'm thinking that you're not going to agree with me on this one.
But what I really enjoy about this one is that they have balanced it up against other notes, especially that peach, the fruity side, that gives it this unique kind of touch. And I feel that this is definitely one of the most beautiful jasmine focused fragrances out there. Luxurious, well made, and it smells really good, and the reactions I get when I have it on is quite unique and amazing, i.e. you smell fantastic, all that stuff. So what are you gonna give Jasmin des Anges?
It gets a 7 because it's good for layering. Yeah.
Okay. This is beautiful. At least an 8 from me. And I can highly, like Sandra mentioned, I can highly recommend you to try and layer this one. And don't be afraid of layering it with perfumes that you might not think is going to be appropriate to layer it with. Because this is going to be beautiful regardless if you layer it with Santal Noir or spice blend or any of those. So yeah, let's move on. Next up we have Eden-Roc. Now Eden-Roc is quite a unique, I would say, not summery one, but definitely something that is more appropriate towards the warmer months.
Yeah, summery, citrusy, salty, a little bit sweet and very light. Beautiful.
And the notes that I forgot to read out are sea salt, citruses, and mineral notes. And then we have jasmine, mastic, coconut, pine tree, and labdanum.
Yeah.
And what I hear people complain about when they try this one is that they don't feel that the coconut is prominent enough.
I agree.
But this one is another one that grew on me. So when I first tried it out, I was like, okay, this is beautiful, but it doesn't blow me away. But the more I try it, the more I put it on, the more I enjoy it, and the more I realize that this is another one that is truly a masterpiece, at least to me. Yeah. It's perfect for those when you want a luxurious kind of citrusy blend, but with a twist, and with a bit more depth to it, for those warm days. Yeah. So this is perfect if you want to smell luxurious when you're going to the beach club or whatever club in those warm days. And when I go on a vacation, I'm gonna have this one with me, definitely. So what are you gonna give Eden-Roc?
Eden-Roc is beautiful. It gets a 9. If I had it, I would probably overspray it because it's so good.
Yeah.
And it's so light that you can overspray it.
Wow. Yeah, this is so good. This one gets 8.5 from me. So before we continue, I would like to ask you to like this video. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps me out. Thanks. Next up, we have Gris Dior, and the notes are rose, oak moss, patchouli, bergamot, amber, cedar, and sandalwood. How do you feel about this one?
Not very impressed. It's a little bit too floral and patchouli-like for me. It's not a bad one, but it's not my kind of fragrance.
Oh my.
It's your kind of fragrance.
I absolutely love Gris Dior, and even though I think pretty much every single perfume in the Maison Christian Dior line is unisex, I do feel that this is perfect on a woman, even though it smells amazing on a man as well. This is, to me, sexy as f***. This is like a perfect floral. So the floral side, even though the floral side is prominent, they have made it so balanced with the other notes that to me it doesn't feel like a super floral heavy one.
No. Did you read the notes? Yeah, you did. Did it have some kind of tea in it?
No tea, but there's sandalwood, and I guess the sandalwood cedar combination could be something that you interpret. And then the amber, and then the patchouli, but the patchouli in this one is not too heavy. I think this is a masterpiece.
Yeah, but it was kind of, in the opening, it was kind of prominent, but it gets better.
This is something that I feel is, at least on a woman, it's super classy, elegant, but with a sexy side. And I love those. I mean, come on, get a whiff of this one.
It gets better.
Yeah. Did you get a whiff of it? Are you feeling it?
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Is it good?
It is good.
Okay.
You really want me to like this one.
Yeah. So what are you going to give Gris Dior?
I think 6 or 7.
My God.
Yeah, but I know that you have good taste, so I might have to give this a chance and maybe spray it on
I think
myself.
this one is another masterpiece in the Maison Christian Dior collection, and I am going to give it a 9.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a good one for sure. Highly recommended. Next up, we have Dioramour, and the notes are powdery notes, iris, and jasmine.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about this one?
This is a really good iris fragrance. It's really powdery and nice. It's, however, not one of the best iris fragrances that I have smelled. It reminds me of Donna from Valentino. And then I prefer Donna from Valentino. So I wouldn't have both of them in my collection because they are too much alike to me.
I'm gonna guess you said you weren't a big fan of Jasmin.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna guess that maybe that's why you don't enjoy this one as much.
No, I do enjoy it. I think it's really good. But when I compare it to Donna, which just reminds me of, I prefer Donna. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't need them both.
I get that, but we are here to judge a perfume on its own. So to me, Dior Amour is a simple one because it has just a few notes. But the notes that it has, it's really well made. But because it's so simple in its note structure, it doesn't really have a massive impact on me. I feel it is a beautiful iris-focused perfume, but it doesn't have enough sort of a depth or nuances that's going to blow me away.
No.
So I still find it a beautiful one, but I could find several others from other brands that have very simple note structures as well, but with their own twists. So this to me is really iris heavy, and it's beautiful, but it's not unique enough to blow me away. No. So what are you going to give it?
I'm going to give it a 6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm going to base it on like an iris one, it's not a 6, at least 7.5 from me. I still feel that this is a beautiful one, and I am going to give a tip to you guys, and that is if you have Dior Amour, this is the perfect one to use for layering. So if you want a big dose of iris in your layering combination, try using this one and then add pretty much anything you want from the Maison Christian Dior collection or any other perfume you might have. So yeah, moving on. Next up we have Vanilla Diorama. Yeah. This is one of the latest one from Dior. And the notes are orange, pink pepper, lemon, rum, cacao, cardamom, bourbon, vanilla, sandalwood, and patchouli. So
and you know what I'm going to say. This is beautiful, and it smells of
vanilla and rum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this really is vanilla and rum, and it's so good.
So this is like an inside joke for those of you who are new here. When she started out her fragrance journey, and I was asking her, okay, and we were doing our sort of first videos together, it didn't matter which perfume I would ask her of her feedback on. She would go like, I smell like vanilla and rum. And I was like, okay, so it's like tobacco and patchouli or whatever it is. But she always smelled vanilla and rum. So it's like an inside joke, but this one is vanilla and rum.
Yes, this is vanilla and rum. I think maybe Dior saw our videos and decided to make a vanilla and rum fragrance for me.
I think the first time I put my nose on Vanilla Diorama, it was the same reaction as a lot of other first times when it comes to Maison Christian Dior. I really loved it, but I wasn't blown away. So I felt that, okay, oh my God, this is high quality. It's really well made. It's beautiful, but is it beautiful enough?
Yeah.
But it has grown on me. So initially, I felt that something was lacking. And that's something I just wanted it to be a bit more complex maybe, and a bit more vanilla heavy, but now I think it's perfect as it is.
Yes, and I had kind of the same reaction as you, and I thought it was quite similar to Fève Délicieuse in the beginning, but now I don't think so anymore. And this vanilla and rum simple combination is just so beautiful. And Fève Délicieuse is one that I really have to be in the mood for. This one I can put on whenever. Yeah, and when I have it on, I just feel amazing.
Vanilla Diorama to me has something, it has a touch from Fève, but it's nowhere near the heaviness of Fève, and it has nowhere near the same sort of a complexity as Fève has. But that's what makes it so good, because it is really focused on a beautiful vanilla mixed with a bunch of other notes, but those notes are sort of supporting the vanilla, just making it more nuanced and beautiful. And this one is more, I would say, versatile than Fève Délicieuse.
It is.
So just like you say, I love Fève Délicieuse, but I gotta really be in the mood to put that heavy sweetness on me. But this one is so simple. I mean, you can just reach for it anytime and you're gonna smell of vanilla goodness. Yes. So how are you gonna rate this beauty from Maison Christian Dior?
Almost perfection, but it gets a 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I think this is a 9. It's a beautiful vanilla. So if you are a vanilla freak and want one of the most luxurious vanilla that you can put your nose on, then I highly recommend Vanilla Diorama. Next up, we have Santal Noir.
Oh my God.
And I am going to read out the notes. The notes are...
How are we doing?
Wait, there are no notes. Okay.
What?
So what I do know is that it has sandalwood.
Yeah, it does. And it's so beautiful. This is one of the absolute best.
Yeah. And to me, there's something sort of a warm and slightly almost fruity, but fruity in a discreet way. So it's not just sandalwood, there's something sweet, but when I say sweet, I don't mean super sweet or obvious sweet. It's like there's a hint of sweetness to it that gives it this unique, beautiful scent profile.
Yeah.
And I just love Santal Noir. I think it's an epic masterpiece. Let's just put it that
perfection.
way. So what are you going to give Santal Noir?
12.
12, okay. Okay, good. I'm going to give Santal Noir a 10 out of 10. This is a perfect rebel. I absolutely love Santal Noir. And if you want one of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful sandalwood perfumes in the world, then you got to make sure you at least try Santal Noir out. Next up we have Oud Rosewood. And the notes for Oud Rosewood are raspberry quince, animal notes, sandalwood, agarwood, and rosewood.
Yeah, this is so good. Roses, pepper. It didn't have a pepper note, but I think it's like peppery roses. Peppery, woody roses.
Yeah, it has like a spicy feel to it, and you can really feel that rosewood. And I get something fruity, but my nose can't pick up that it's raspberry, but I do get something fruity. I can't really pick out what it is, but there's something fruity about it. But this is like the name is quite fitting. Yeah. This is to me something that is a bit of oud and heavy on the woody notes. Yeah. But done in such a beautiful way that I don't feel that it's heavy.
No, I agree. And I wouldn't use this myself, but I would really love it on a man. Very elegant and classy.
Yeah, this is super elegant. Yeah. This is super classy. This is super luxurious. This is pretty much super everything. So what are you going to give Oud Rosewood?
On a man, it's a 9.
Okay. Yeah, this is not quite on the same level as Santal Noir, but it's not far away. So this one gets a strong 9 from me. And my recommendation for you, if you have not yet tried to do it, please do layer it with something else. You can have a lot of fun with this one, and this one is going to turn out epic in a perfume layering combination. Yeah. So that was Oud Rosewood. And last but not least, but remember, this is the last one in this part 1. We are going to continue our deep dive into the house of Maison Christian Dior, or the Maison Christian Dior collection, in a part 2 as well. Yeah. But the last one in this video is Rouge Trafalgar. Here you go.
One of my absolute favorites, and the bottle I have emptied fastest.
Ooh, yes. Really?
Almost.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah, this is I can go to this one whenever. Any day of the year, for any occasion, just when I want to.
Can you use it any year of the year?
Did I say that?
Or is it just any day of the year?
Didn't I say any day of the year?
No, you said any, but I'm curious. Can you use it next year?
No, but the year in next year.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have strawberry, we have raspberry, cherry, then we have mandarin, orange, blackcurrant, grapefruit, and then we have musk and patchouli.
Yeah, and yeah, this is perfection. I love it.
My God, I love it as well. This to me is a really fruity, musky kind of perfume. I don't get that much of the citrus on top, but we did spray this on like 10 minutes ago.
But when I had this on the other day, you came to me and said, wow, you have something citrusy on you.
That was this
that
one.
That was the citrus from Rouge Trafalgar.
That's cool.
So it's in the background.
Yeah, this is another masterpiece. I think it's beautiful. I understand that a lot of guys might shy away from this one. But let me tell you, as a man, when I put this one on and women pick it up on me, they go bananas.
Yeah.
And you have gone bananas.
Yes,
you told me, like, the first time you smelled this one on me, you were like, holy this is good.
Yeah.
So what are you going to give Rouge Trafalgar?
It's a 10.
10. Whoa, yes. Nice. And I think this is so tough. I'm not sure it's as epic as Santal Noir, but it's damn close. So 9.5 from me. But I could adjust that a bit later on.
Yeah, you better.
But yeah, that was Rouge Trafalgar. So I want to know which perfume from the Maison Christian Dior collection that is your favorite. Please comment and let me know. This was really fun.
Yes.
And I mean, all of these are super beautiful.
Yeah.
And like everything from Maison Christian Dior, you can really feel how well the amount of love and care and thought that has gone into each perfume.
Yes.
Even if the note structure is super simple, you can feel that it's so well made.
Yeah, and I think that you can really recognize a Dior fragrance.
Yes.
It's like a red line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is fun. This was fun, and we are going to do a part 2 where we are going to continue our quest into the house of or the collection of Maison Christian Dior. So make sure you stay tuned for part 2. So without further ado, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
Me neither.
If you enjoyed this video, then make sure you like it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and that notification bell. Make sure you head on over to Sandra Solomon Fragrances channel as well. I'm going to link to her channel down below. Like, subscribe, notification bell.
Say hi.
Pop a message, say hello, ding dong, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.